Yeah, so honestly, I was too lazy today to come up with a topic for today's video, and I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna show my email campaign that currently generates 7 calls booked per day. As you can see right here from the calendar, I'm just gonna expose myself. I'm gonna show you like what I do. So let's get into it. Okay, so the whole purpose of the email campaign, and by the way, I guarantee you guys that regardless of your industry, if you're still a hot ticket offer, if you're a coach, consultant, or an agency owner, this is gonna work for you because it doesn't follow some hype tactics or anything like that, but it follows like fundamentals and strategies that are going to work forever, regardless of like where the market is and stuff like that. So, first of all, the main principle is that the first cold email that you're going to send out is just going to look like a text, and it's going to look like it's a text that you send to your friend, basically, right? So the email structure is very simple. Again, I'm just going to show you what I do, basically, but I just sent 2 emails. So obviously the first email is the cold email that you're going to send to the prospect, and then the second email is going to be the follow-up email. If the prospect didn't respond right after the first follow-up, then you're not going to contact them anymore, right? Because you don't want them to block you or push you into spam or stuff like that. But obviously if they do respond negatively, then you're going to stop sending them emails. So here's the secret sauce. It's just, again, this is what I do. So the subject line has to be extremely simple, because people are just so used to big, clunky, personalized subject lines. Honestly, this is what I love doing. So number one, your service, this works really well. Your service first name. So your service John, your service like Amy or stuff like that, whatever it is. The reason why this works so well, and obviously this is what I would recommend you to go with, is because it's vague. It doesn't look like it's a cold email. And it also it's very intriguing because the prospect might be like, oh, what about my service, right? And besides this, even if a lot of people use it in cold email, right, like your service, blah, blah, even if everyone on cold email is going to start to use this is still going to work. And the reason why is because they might get this from a client. So they don't know the difference if it comes from like a client of theirs or if it comes from someone who wants to pitch them. So this is always going to work, in my opinion, your service first name, because again, it can come from screw it. It can come even from like the TSA or whatever it is, right? It can be like a really important email, so they're always going to open it up. So I recommend you this one, but you can also do your opinion or just first name, really intriguing, really vague. Now, all of my emails, right, I personalize them, right? But I obviously I don't send them myself, I automate it with Instantly. But I always have like a personalized first line in the email, again, just to make the email feel like it's been personalized. So I don't send a loom. I don't send anything in the first email. I just want to make it look as if I literally sent it. So this way I'm going to make it seem like it's low effort, so to say. I'm not going to make it fancy. I'm just going to make it super short. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So obviously you're gonna do rotating syntax right here, just because you want to make sure that you have as much variety in your emails as possible. Then I'm gonna have a personalized first line. The personalized first line can be something like, hey, I saw that you are a X kind of coach. I saw that you're a fitness coach and you basically help people lose weight. I found you on LinkedIn. Honestly, this is my go-to line. So we source all of our leads from LinkedIn. You can do that through Apollo, Sales Navigator with Find Email and stuff like that. So we source all of our leads from LinkedIn. So we use this personalized first line where we talk about their LinkedIn. So we say hey, I saw that you help people do this and that, and this is your service. Well, I wouldn't say that. I would just say I saw that you help people to do X, Y, Z. I found you on LinkedIn. So we always end with that, just because again, if I say that, it's gonna look as if I actually send in the email and I actually checked out their LinkedIn profile, and then I'm gonna send the email. So again, the whole purpose of this is just to make it look as if you actually send the email and not make it obvious that it's an automation or stuff like that, right? The next one is really simple. It's a permission-based approach. So essentially, I'm going to be completely upfront with you. I want to propose to you an idea, but only if you want me to. It's a brand new way to acquire more clients, and I have a 1-minute video explaining how it works. So obviously, it's a pitch. But I'm not doing it without their permission first. So this is, what makes it work really well. And then it's a brand new way to acquire more clients. Here, I'm talking about the number one thing that they care about. So obviously in my case, I help coaches and consultants to get more clients. So this is the number one thing that they care about. Obviously, if you help people lose weight, it's a brand new way to lose weight. If you help people, whatever, find their ideal partner, it's a brand new way to find your ideal partner. And I have 1-minute video explaining how it works. It's very low commitment, one video, people are just going to tell you yes, because it's just a 1 minute video. You're not asking them to book a call or anything like that. You're just asking them like, hey, can I send you this 1 minute video? And then here is the part about this. Now also, besides this, you can see like instead of saying 1 minute, I say 1 min. And you want to have like informal words like this one, because again, these small like informal words are going to make it look as if like you actually send that email to them personally, and it's not an automation. This is, again, the whole purpose is you want to make it look as if you've actually sent an email, you've actually checked out their LinkedIn or whatever it is, Instagram or Facebook, and then you decided to reach out to them. And then again, you want to have like, again, abbreviations, stuff like that, just like minutes. So I'll leave it like this. And then here is the magic, okay? The magic is that you include humor and self-deprecating humor, right? So if you want to see it, you can reply to this email. If not, roast me. Got my popcorn ready. So look, if your email is boring, honestly, this is the filter I use. So if your email is boring, so if you just make an offer in your email, you're very lame, okay? Because your prospects have received like 10 emails, past week, like probably even 10 emails a day. So the way you stand out in email is you want to make people laugh, honestly, right? Because just think about it. Like they get bombarded all day, every day with emails, with offers, even offers that are better than yours, because everyone is competing based on offers. Like you're promising 25 clients, there's another person who's promising them 50 clients and so on. So you cannot compete based on the offer just because of where the market is right now. They receive so many freaking offers that, you cannot make your offer better, right? Because otherwise you would just exaggerate. It would be like, unrealistic. So you cannot make your offer better. So the way you actually stand out is by making them laugh, because when people laugh, they feel better, right? Obviously, like they have like more dopamine and stuff like that. So when people laugh or when people chuckle or smile, they feel better. And because you made them smile, they're gonna like connect that feeling, that good feeling, with your email, and they're gonna respond positively. It's much more likely that they're gonna respond positively, right? This is again why we get so many book calls, like 7 calls a day just from email alone. So this is the secret right here. If not, roast me. Got my popcorn ready. So a lot of people are gonna laugh at this. Now, it's not the best joke in the world, I know, but a lot of people are gonna smile. Are gonna be like, huh, yeah, okay, this is different. I've never seen this before. That's the whole purpose. You want to stand out. And again, you cannot stand out based on the offer. I'm sorry, I know you've probably read like $100 million offers, but you cannot like stand out from the offer. You gotta be funny. You gotta make them laugh a little bit. If they're gonna laugh, because I'm telling you, your competitors are not doing this, they're gonna be much more likely to respond positively to you. Then obviously you have your signature, which is gonna be really simple. Name, first name, obviously your name, your first name, and founder of company name. Super simple, right? Obviously you got to have like a stop, like a unsubscribe option. So this is what we have in here. We don't put links, right? We don't put anything else. We just put like, if you're not interested, no problem, reply, stop. This is the first email. My second email is really simple. It's going to look something like this. So let me just show you here in this document. So again, spin tags. Perhaps you didn't have a good enough line to send me. So obviously this is basically like a follow-up to my first email where I told him like, hey, if you don't want to see it, roast me, right? And here I'm like, perhaps you didn't have a good line to send me. Anyways, any thoughts on my check your previous email? Fingers crossed. Again, humor. That's it. Like, I'm not making them the best offer in the world. It's super vague, right? It's like not the best thing. Like, well, people are going to be like, what the hell is this? But because I made them laugh, I made them smile a little bit, hopefully, I made them chuckle a little bit, they're going to be much more likely that they're going to respond positively. And guess what? Because again, their first experience with my outreach, which was done through email, was good, and they actually laughed, then guess what? They're going to be much more likely to say yes to booking a call with me and stuff like that. Now, after I do like obviously this is the first email, this is the follow-up. If they didn't respond after the follow-up, I'm going to leave them alone, but they do respond positively. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send them an email that looks like this. So I'm going to have my VSL hosted in Loom so that I can embed it as a GIF, just like you see right here. So obviously this is a link, which is going to get them to my Loom. So it's really simple. I do this right here. But then again, when you send your VSL, you especially because it's via email, it's a little tricky. Some people are going to be quite skeptical. So you really want to have a GIF right here of like the VSL and how it looks like. And I recommend you that in the first couple frames of the VSL, it's going to be you in front of the camera, so they see that it's a real person. It's nothing like tricky or something like that. And then Loom explaining how the offer works. That is literally it. Now, what I do for follow-ups, because, let's say I send the VSL and they didn't reply back or they didn't book the call. If that's the case, if they didn't book the call yet or if they didn't reply back, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow up with them 8 times. Now, for each follow-up, I'm going to use images. I'm going to use memes. I'm going to use stuff like that. Memes that are going to be related to my offer and the problem that I help them solve. So I was looking at this one, but I just send memes. It is just as simple as that. I send memes. So there are 2 types of memes. Number one, memes about waiting, right? Just like, to tell them, hey, I'm waiting for your reply. I'm sitting here, blah, blah, blah. So I would say like a simple line, for example, like this is me. And I would send this funny image. It's really simple. So category number one of memes is, memes that are, about waiting, like, hey, I'm waiting for you, blah, blah, blah. But you can also have specific memes about the offer that you're trying to sell. So for example, if you're a career coach, we've tested this and works really well with career coaches. But for example, if you're a career coach, then you can send them a meme like this. So trying to plan your next career move. Look, it's not the funniest thing in the world, but if it's going to make them chuckle a little bit or at least smile, I'm telling you, they're going to be much more likely to actually say yes to booking a call with you. So this is what it looks like. Again, I have here a bunch of examples. You can, check them out. But yeah, so I just send funny images because, again, I want to make people laugh. If they laugh, they're going to feel good. So it's just as simple as that. This is what it looks like. And that's it. I'll just do 8 follow-ups, right? A couple follow-ups right here. Almost all of them are going to be funny images. And it's really simple. And the last one is just going to be, hey, is achieving your goal a priority for you right now? No worries at all. Achieving your goal is the, it's obviously the generic version, but you want to make it specific to your offer. So for example, if you sell like a weight loss offer, you're going to say like, hey, is losing weight a priority for you right now? No problem either way. If it's getting clients, hey, is getting more clients a priority for you right now? No problem either way. That's the ultimatum email, right? So it's the last follow-up, the 8th follow-up, because again, we do 8 follow-ups after we send in the VSL, but they didn't reply back or they didn't book the call. And that's just how it works. So honestly, this is my email system. Again, just to recap very quickly for you, we have email number 1, which is called, if they don't reply to this first email, I'm going to do a follow-up with them, right? And if they don't reply after the follow-up, I'm just going to leave them alone. So the follow-up email is the last email that I'm going to send out if they don't respond. And even if they respond negatively, I'm going to leave them alone. And then I'm going to do literally 8 follow-ups. So obviously, if they reply positively to any of the, these 2 emails, I'm going to send the VSL, the email with the VSL, which is, again, this one. And if they respond, if they receive the VSL, but they didn't book the call or they didn't reply to the email, then very simple, I'm just basically going to follow up with them like 8 times. Okay, 8 times with memes. Again, memes about waiting and memes like they are specific to the offer that I sell. So another one right here for therapists, But this is what it looks like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to do the 8 follow-ups. The last follow-up, as I said, is going to be the ultimatum email. This is what I like to call it. Hey, is achieving X a priority for you right now? No problem at all if not. And that's what I do. Also, in the Loom itself, I have like a button that says book a call in the top right corner of the Loom. So they can just book the call directly from the Loom, if that makes sense, right? So this is what it looks like. It's really simple. Again, I was super lazy today. I didn't know what kind of video to film. So I was just like, screw it. I'm not going to prepare anything. I'm just going to show my email sequence that books a 7 call a day. So if you're an agency owner, coach, consultant, you want to book 7 calls a day, implement a strategy, I promise you it's going to work. And that's it. If you're a coach, consultant, agency owner, I have a pitch for you, only if you're okay with it. So I have a VSL link in the description down below if you want to get more clients with a results-based offer. Check it out. It might be for you. It might not be for you. If you're curious, check it out. I think you're going to love it because, again, the offer is based on results. And that's pretty much it for me. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.